One of the reasons I originally chose the Russell Hobbs Satisfry was because of its claimed grill mode. The Satisfry comes with a grill plate which sits snugly in the bottom of the bronze coloured cooking pot. Grill mode uses both elements and the default settings are 230 degrees for 20 minutes with a preheat period, which in my case lasted 4.5 minutes before the 20-minute timer starts its countdown. I tried 3 different approaches to compare results, and in each case I cooked a piece of beef, pork and lamb with 2 sausages, all purchased from my favourite butcher just up the road in Tynult. The recommended cooking times for each by Russell Hobbs are for the sausages 8 to 12 minutes, pork chops 10 to 14 minutes, lamb leg steak 3 to 6 minutes and beef steak around 6 minutes. I tried soft veg only in the first attempt and root vegetables in the other 2 attempts. In attempt number 1, the sausages went in as soon as the preheat stopped and the onions went in 3 minutes later. I put all the meat in after another minute and the soft vegetables went in 4 minutes after that. I turned everything over regularly and stopped cooking after the 4 minutes 30 of preheat plus 13 minutes of food cooking time, so around 18 minutes altogether. The soft veg could have done with another couple of minutes, but the meat was cooked almost perfectly for my liking. In attempt number 2, I knew the root vegetables, particularly the potatoes, would take longer to cook, so I put them in at the start of the preheat cycle. At 5 minutes into the cooking cycle, I added the sausages and onion, and 4 minutes later, the pork and lamb went onto the grill plate. After another 4 minutes, I added the beef, along with some mushrooms, tomatoes and courgette, and finished cooking after 4 minutes 30 of preheat and 18 minutes of the cooking cycle, so around 23 minutes all told. Again, the result wasn't too shabby with the veg just cooked to perfection. However, I found the lamb was slightly overcooked and slightly dry for my liking. In the third and final attempt, I thought I would see what would happen without the grill plate, but following a similar cooking order as my second attempt. As before, the veg went in at the start of the preheat cycle. However, I added the sausages as soon as the cooking cycle started. 4 minutes later, in went the pork and lamb, and then after 2 more minutes, I threw in the beef along with some tomatoes and mushrooms. So after 10 minutes of the cooking cycle, plus the 4.5 minutes of preheat, everything was cooked to my liking, so in about 15 minutes. This was the method that gave the best results with the meat for my medium rare preferences, and the veg was perfect. So what do I think? The Satisfry seems to use the preheat period to heat the grill plate by bringing the temperature of the whole cooker up to its maximum. For me, the Satisfry doesn't really grill food in the traditional way. The top element is too small to provide the intense heat you get from a traditional oven grill, and the bottom element is obviously underneath the cooking pot. Because in the last attempt I didn't bother with a grill plate, the food didn't have the classic burn lines you get from a grill. However, I found that overall the food actually tasted better, although I accept that this is very much down to my personal preferences. Also, in terms of flavours, I didn't get that specific flavour which is typical to grilling using either a traditional oven grill or a barbecue. For me, using the grill mode felt like a variation of using a cross between Satisfry's roast and air fry modes, with the cosmetic addition of grill lines on the food. So not a deal maker if it's a true grill function that you're looking for, but a positive, if small, additional variation to a very competent multi-cooker. It's all good.